when they decided that they were going to come out with the 40th year anniversary for these albums and they were putting these parts back in, Bob Daisley went to Ozzy's camp and was like, yo, man, like when we were rehearsing and doing demos for the Blizzard of Ozz band with Randy Rhoades, he was like, I recorded like 7 hours of this shit on, he said, I recorded them on a ghetto blaster. And he said, he went to Ozzy's people and was like, hey man, let's work this into the project somewhere. It's like bonus material or something. But the guy was like, I'm not just giving it to you. You gotta pay me for it. I want royalties. And the Osbournes apparently just said like, yeah, well, we'll just buy them from you outright. And then we're not going to pay you anything moving forward. And he was like, no, I'm not doing that, because then he was afraid that it would just become about Ozzy and Randy and screw these guys again. So,
wow.
So the shit's never been released. And the guy, I have a quote from Bob Daisley. He told Song Facts, who they have a podcast on Pantheon. He said, the fans suffered. Everybody wants to hear that stuff. And I was willing to put it out there, but I'm not just going to give it to Sharon, because also what I have to be careful of is how they control it, because they can go back and they can edit it and make it sound like some old fairy tale that they come up with how Ozzy and Randy wrote everything, which is total bullocks.
Wow.
So, and the Ozzy has always said, well, Ozzy and Sharon have said they didn't want to release it because the quality sucks. So everybody's just, pointing fingers.
Nobody gives a shit the quality. They just want to hear a little bit more Randy Rhoades.
So I have some of it. I can play it.
Ooh.
So Bob Daisley puts some of it on his website. It's like some little 30-second snippets. So there's 4 clips on here, about 30 seconds each. And they're not even like songs. It just says like Blizzard of Ozz and the Holy Grail, sample 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll play. Here's the first one. Yeah, the quality sucks, but
no, but listen to how strong Ozzy's voice is. It's like, why wouldn't they put this out, bro?
And it's like, and who cares if it sucks?
No, but you should listen to some of the anthology shit the Beatles put out.
Right.
Right.
And it's not like you're putting it out. It's not like you're putting it out as an album and you're charging $20 for it and people got to go out and buy it, right? If it's the same, we were just talking about if it's on a streaming platform, who gives a shit? Yeah, man. So the guy put a handful of the stuff on there on his website, and I will put the clip. I'll put a link to that in the show notes too, because I thought it was pretty interesting to hear all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, dude. So it's called the Holy Grail tapes because they're like, there's more recordings of Randy Rhoades, because dude, if this was like Robert Johnson, right? A lot of the Robert Johnson clips sound like crap. Nobody cares. Yeah. We'll take anything we can get and just put it all out there.
And that's where I'm getting at, man.
Yeah.
It's like, do something for Randy's family. Like, throw them a bone. Let them that would lead to a fucking movie. That's probably what the problem is. They're like, oh, I don't want the Ozzy and Randy story.
I didn't even think of that. Like, and what does that mean for Randy Rhoades' estate with royalties if they put all that stuff out and things like that?
I bet that's the reason.
Yeah. So something I saw, I guess the Osbournes have a podcast too. I guess Jack Osbourne was like, well, Randy's family should be the ones who decide whether to put this out or not. But I have zero interest in ever listening to a podcast of that family talking.
No.